sitting here with Miami's finest, Reazy Renegade. How are you today?
What's good? What's good? I'm good. How you
We
doing?
got a living legend right here.
Yeah, you already know.
So if
Do
y'all
my
didn't
thing.
know, Reazy is a multi-platinum producer and a bubbling artist from Miami. So first thing I would like to ask is, how have you been balancing out wearing both hats?
Um, I feel like being a producer first, it makes it a little easier because producers, we always thinking of all the positions at one time in our head when we're creating. So I feel like it's just now I'm just expressing that one side. So it hasn't been too hard to juggle both. I just try to keep busy.
Right.
Yeah.
I know that you've been on house and hits like the K Camp joint that's been going viral on TikTok.
Yeah.
Renegade. That's like the one part that everybody knows to say. You feel me? It's
Yeah.
crazy that it's your name. But that, I know you did phone jumping with Wiz Khalifa and Dave East.
Mhm.
I know you did a couple things for Lanes and Fabulous and things of that nature. So that being said, where did you start your journey as a producer? Because I know there are a lot of young and upcoming producers who have no clue where to even land that first placement.
I mean,
How was your journey?
the way it happened for me is that I just started finding a way to get my music, somebody to hear it, and I was in college. I was in my dorm room. Twitter had just came out, and I seen Gucci Mane account. He say producers send me beats with an email. I'm like, oh, you could do that? I didn't. I'm clueless at that point, so I sent it. 2 hours later, I sent him like 5 beats. 2 hours later, he's like, oh, I want this beat. I'm like, oh, that's how it works? And then I was addicted from there. So all I would say for the upcoming producer is you got to get it heard. Whether it's by your local artist or you reaching for a bigger artist, you got to be consistent in trying to get it heard.
The goal is to push the product.
Yep. Can't be making beats in a room all day, you know?
Well, I know that passion and that drive also landed you an opportunity to be under DJ Khaled, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Young Money.
Yep.
Okay, so how did those things come about? Because that's some shit.
I mean, that happened just because it's like, once again, the consistency. I knew to get to those dudes, I had to work with all the talent around them. So even with Khaled, I feel like the way that I got noticed by Khaled is we were working with all of the local artists, and not just like working with, but giving them great records to the point where he gave us a phone call. At that point, I was in a group, the Renegades, but that was the plan, was to attack everybody around, and then it kind of broke it down to where he was like, oh yeah, nah, I need one too. So I feel like that's a good plan to go as a producer, for sure.
What about Young Money?
So when I was signed to We the Best actually got signed to YMCMB at that one point. I don't know if you remember. So We the Best was YMCMB, and so that incorporated us to work with all those artists also. Yeah.
That's good. All right, so that being said, like going back to you being an artist, at what point did that start for you?
That started like briefly after, Lottery started going viral. I mean, I always started myself as an artist, but it was just the fact of like being able to put records together is not a easy thing to do. Like, I know there's a lot of people doing it, but it's not an easy thing to do it accurately. So I feel like I wanted to get that, that part of me to show it to the world. I want everybody to see, like, yo, this guy's a soundsmith. He knows exactly what should be, who should be on what, and what it should sound like. So, I mean, I feel like that's, my journey started like then. I was an artist before I was a producer, but now, I'm actually really, yeah.
Alright, so what's the single you're pushing right now?
Yeah. Oh, what's the single I'm pushing now? I'm pushing Ballin' with K Camp and Rich the Kid. Yeah, that's one of my singles out. I got so much music out, but that one's doing pretty good right now. Yeah.
So I mean, you just now, I won't say just now, but clearly in this last handful of years, you're really taking yourself serious as a performer as well, right? So that being said, have you faced any? You're already a successful producer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So So have you been facing any, or have you faced any obstacles as a bubbling artist?
I feel like, there's always those bumps in the road as an artist. It's not something that I focus on too much just because, like, I've been through a crazy journey already as a producer. So, like, any little, if it's not, like, something super major, I kind of don't let it phase me, my motion. Like, it's something that happens, you know what I'm saying? A little loss is a lot of gains. That's how it is for me, so, yeah.
So you being a producer too, I'm going back and forth because it's just like same shit, different hands. So you being a producer too, right? I feel like you clearly have a good ear, right? To be able to tell people when this sound good, when this don't, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
have you, like, before you locked into your own artistry, have you helped artists, aside from just being a beat maker, like, have you been hands-on with artists, helping them throughout their sound?
Yeah. Most of the artists that I work with, that's the role I play. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not just in the studio or in the room making beats. I'm hands-on in the studio. I was hands-on when we made Get Paid with Young Dolph. I was hands-on with Phone Jumpin'. Phone Jumpin' fully mixed mastered in the studio. That record was put together by me. And it's like, that's how I think a producer should be. It shouldn't be just like, oh, here's a beat. There's a lot of that going on, emailing a beat, and then it comes out and they never know the producer. The best music is made when the artist and the producer is making it together. Yep.
I agree. The shit back in the day that we had was just so great.
Every super hit that I had, every hit that I've had has been because I've been in the room. Yeah, and the artist is in the room at the same time, you know what I'm saying? But, you kind of lose that magic when you're sending something and you don't see the feeling or the emotion, whatever that the producer put in to feed it to the artist. They don't see it the same way, or you can't paint that picture for them, you know what I'm saying? So,
I know your creative process is probably a little different than others because you do both things. So what are some things that keep you on your toes and fluent and feeling fresh and inspired?
Oh man, I like to move around a lot. I mean, I'm in Miami. I'm local in Miami, which is beautiful. But I'm a visual person, so I like to, I might travel somewhere, but anywhere I travel, I always find a studio. What's the best studio? Where's a studio with a view or something? That stuff, for some reason, it inspires me to make, what I want to make. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I do.
And that goes for both,
Yeah, both. Yeah, both. Both, for sure.
All right. I mean, growing up, who did you study? Because you clearly have a good sense of, what's the word? You have a good sense of multitasking.
Yeah.
Doing multiple things at one time.
Yeah, I mean, my influence was producers that do what I do now, like Timbaland, Kanye West, Pharrell. They weren't just producers in their time, and even now they're artists and producers. They're putting out songs and making hits for other artists. That's how it should be. If you know how to make hits all the way around, you should be able to make them for yourself too. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you should be able to do it for yourself too. Why not do it for yourself? Yeah.
Let me ask the question.
Okay.
So I definitely saw that you were creating with Kanye West at some point in time. How did that come about?
It came about because I remember, I guess he called Khaled, and he was like, "Oh, I need the hardest drums in Miami." Yeah. So basically, it's crazy because I was in a session with Birdman the night before until 4 a.m, and then like 4:30, got a call from Khaled like, "Yo, you're going in with Kanye at 9 a.m." So I'm like, damn. Worked with Kanye from 9 a.m. to like 11 p.m. And that, made numerous beats. Lil Wayne came in, listened to some music. Lil Wayne left after he listened to some music. So it was just like, it was an experience. Kanye, yay now, he's a hard dude to get in touch with. So I was thankful for the opportunity just to do that. And I feel like, honestly, it changed me as a producer. That was in like 2012. So, Yeah, and it changed me now to what I am now. I don't think I don't think I had that foresight before that session. Yeah.
It's hard. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm proud of you. Clearly, you got some skin in the game too, and I can clearly see, like, we can all clearly see that your experience, or your popular experience, I would say, is clearly within the realm of hip hop, R&B. Have you ever dabbled and dabbled in any other genres as well?
Yeah. I mean, I had a couple viral records, EDM records. I did I want to say back in like 2015, I had a record with Brass Knuckles, EDM record. It was a dance EDM record, went crazy. I did a EDM trap record with Ace Hood, went crazy. It's just I could do anything literally I want. It's just, you know, the strength of being in hip hop is what I love, you know. Yeah.
That's about to turn 50, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's half my age, like, that's double my age. So the fact that it's been around that long is crazy.
Yeah. Same here. Shit.
But I mean, on an artist tip, would you be interested in dibbling and dabbling or something else?
Yeah, of course. I've been doing actually crazy. I've been working on a lot of Afro beats lately. So, you know, just being from a Caribbean background, that stuff comes pretty naturally. You know, listening to, you know, those rhythms and those patterns my whole life is something that I think I should be doing, definitely. So.
All right, so this is a fun question. If we were to make an ideal Reazy Renegade beat, what are 3 main instruments that you would have to use?
The 3 main instruments you gotta use some type of string instrument. You gotta use an 808, and you gotta use a clap, not a snare.
What is a clap?
A clap, like yeah,
Oh,
like a
okay.
clap. You gotta use a clap, not a snare. I love claps more than snares, so that's what you know, that's my. If I'm gonna use something, that's what I'm gonna use.
I ain't gonna lie to you, now that I'm a little older and more into shit, and I hear 808s, like, when I was younger, I was trying to figure out what 808s and heartbreaks was, and now I get it. I'm like, whole time with some damn drums.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, I take pride in my 808s, you know what I'm saying? That's something that I really love to mess with in my beats, so it sticks out. Like in Lottery and the Renegade, you know, that 808 is what people really like to hear.
Yo, how do you feel about this, right? Like I said, you got skin in the game, so you've been able to see this transition in, like, technology and social media, right? So, from how things were, like you said, that legendary session you was at 2012, this is 11 years later. I know shit is completely different.
Yeah.
So, how have you adapted to each change? You know what I'm saying? You ain't old.
Yeah.
So
I feel like I call myself like a chameleon, because I literally can just change so easily. I'm not scared to change. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a big part. People be stuck in their ways and they be like, I don't want to, this is how it should be. Nah, it's how it is when it is. So, and I take pride in that. And even just being a part of that change. Like, even like with Lottery, that I feel like that changed how music is released. Now artists are getting discovered from TikTok, which that never happened before. You know what I mean? And it's just, you got to know, and it's being a trendsetter too. We're also going to change it on purpose, so it's not the same. So, yeah, I mean, it's. I feel like that's the way it should be. You know, we should be constantly progressing and changing. Yep, and adapting. Yep.
100%. I mean, so going forward, 2023 kind of just started. The first quarter of the year is ending right now. It's about to be April. We're going into quarter 2. So, what do you have planned?
So this year, I have numerous songs that I'm dropping myself. I got numerous songs that I produced that are coming out crazy. I feel like this is gonna be a very exciting year for me. One of those times that, you know, Renegade will be very apparent in the industry again.
Okay, Mr. Reazy Renegade is one of the ones.
Yeah, yep. You know.
You got anything else like specific you want to let us know? Things we won't be able to see when you're on social media.
I'm working on a lot of stuff behind the scenes as far as like other artists too, new artists. So I'm gonna be trying to push out some new sounds, some new people for the world to see also. But yeah, that's
And
me.
if music lovers or upcoming producers or artists wanted to connect with you, come chat, holler at you, where can they find you?
All platforms, Reazy Renegade, Reazy Renegade. Yeah.
No underscores?
No underscores.
All right, follow him at Reazy Renegade, no underscores, and make sure you follow us at Hip Hop since 1987. Thank you for talking to me.
Thanks. All right.